What's up, people? It's your girl Adiola. So Nigerian president is back. Once again, we have a president. He's back from a 2-week vacation in London, where he enjoyed uninterrupted electricity, where he traveled on good roads, where he went to a well-equipped hospital for medical checkup. Something that regular Nigerians don't get to enjoy. Benny, so the man is back. Now, you know, there's one thing I don't understand. Maybe you guys can help me. Please move closer. Why is it that whenever the president is going in or out of the country, all these elderly men, grown-up men, they will line up at the airport just to wave at the president? Jesus, what's that? This thing has been baffling me for years. No offense, but is it that these men don't have jobs, or is part of their job description that whenever the president is traveling, they have to literally go to the airport, line up in the hot sun just to wave at the president? The devil is a liar. Or is it that they get bonus for waving at the man? Anyway, so when he came back, a journalist was asking him what we should expect now that he's back in the country, and this is what happened.
After your well-deserved rest in London, what will Nigerians expect from your administration going forward?
Continuity.
Okay, number one, thank you so much, Mayoga. We really appreciate you asking that question. But seriously, what do you mean by a well-deserved rest? What is wrong with the man? What was he doing before going to London? Oh, this whole idea that he deserved it, I don't get it. Somebody rest after working. Anyway, let's move on. So thank you, Mr. Journalist, for asking that question. But next time, please do not say well-deserved rest. Second of all, exactly what does Buhari mean by continuity?
Continuity.
We had it the first time. You don't need to play it again. Does the man know what continuity means? As in doing the same thing that you've been doing, which is nothing? I'm like, Lord have mercy. We have really suffered in this country. You what? Seriously, it sounds like an Hollywood movie.
He who travel and come back lives to travel another day. They continue with the party 20 and the 21. They continue with the party 20 and the 20. Ask him if he learn any new thing for Obodo Yibo, where he spend almost 50 market days. Now here the king comes to say all the suffer for the land they must continue because of Obodo Yibo they call him a continuity.
Thank you, Jerry Mayoga. I love his trailers. Oh, by the way, you guys move closer. I'm sure you've been seeing the story, but how did my uncle, that is Uncle Issa Pantami, Sheikh, to be precise, how did this man become a minister in the Federal Republic of Nigeria? I'm really baffled. No be me talking, but right now there are two factions of Nigerians right now. We have some Nigerians that are fighting in support of Uncle Pantami. I'm seeing hashtag like I stand with Issa Pantami, and these people are abusing anybody that says anything negative about Uncle Pantami. And then we have some Nigerians who are saying crucify him for his stance on terrorism. But just to tell you guys the story of what happened, it started with an article written by Daily Independent newspaper, where they alleged that the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, a whole minister, is on the US terrorist watch list. Now, when their story came out, the man denied it. He said he's not a terrorist. So he even had his lawyer write them demanding for a public apology. He said they have to write an apology and they have to publish a retraction of the story and say that they made a mistake. And then Premium Times published an article that there's no evidence that the Minister of Communication is on the US terrorist watch list. Now, while all that was going on, that was how people started circulating old videos of him with the founder of Boko Haram, where they were speaking at a forum. And then he also made this following remark while responding to audience questions during a lecture that he gave about the Taliban. So then he said, we are all happy whenever unbelievers are being killed. For those that may not understand, unbelievers are non-Muslims. They are considered infidels. And then he said, but Sharia does not allow us to kill them without reason. So at that time, he was looking for reasons to justify killing non-Muslims. And then he made a comment about Osama bin Laden. That's the late leader of Al-Qaeda. They asked him about what he thought about the fact that they blew up the World Trade Center on 9/11 that killed more than 3,000 people. And this was what he said. He said that I consider him, that is Osama bin Laden, a better Muslim than myself. Wow. Later, this audio also surfaced.
Duk da yaran nan yan Boko Haram sun yi laifi, amma kisan da aka musu adalci ne. Ka duba yadda ake kwantar da mutane, yadda ka san aladu ana harbe su. Idan sun yi laifi me yasa za extrajudicial killings? A kai su gaban hukuma mana a hukunta su.
What the heck?
Mutanen Neja Delta sun yi wannan, sun kashe jami'an tsaro, sun saci mukamai, sun kashe Turawa, sun yi kidnapping Turawa, amma kun karbe su, kun bude musu ministry, kun sa musu minister, kun ba su albashi, suna daukar salari ba sa aiki. Laifin su bai kai na waɗannan yan Boko Haram ba. Amma me yasa za a yi haka?
A terrorist group that has killed more than 40,000 people officially, we know that it's way more than that, and displaced more than 2.5 million people. What does it mean talking about Niger Delta militants, my father and my God? So when all this evidence surfaced, the man said that he made those statements in the early 2000s and that he has now changed. In fact, let me quote what he said. He said, some of the comments I made some years ago that are generating controversies now were based on my understanding of religious issues at that time. And I have changed several positions taken in the past based on new evidence and maturity. And then he added that even his driver and his secretary are Christians.
Kuma abinda nake karawa a matsayina na musulmi ba na goyon bayan ta'addanci. Idan kaga wani yayi kotun cewa ina goyon bayan Al-Qaeda ko Taliban, fahimtarsa ne ba tawo bace. A yanzu ni Isa nake magana ba fahimta ta bane, yana faɗan fahimtarsa ne. Kuma idan ya fahimce ta ne a mu'amala ta, to wannan opinion ɗinsa ne. Amma ni kuma ai ga abin da na kudura a zuciyata, kuma ga abin da ke tsakanina da Allah na.
Okay, so some Nigerians are like, once a terrorist, always a terrorist. Others are saying the man has changed, he's no longer a terrorist sympathizer. The main issue is, some Nigerians are worried that as the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, this man is in charge of the database of all Nigerians. He's in charge of the national identification number. So he can basically track down any Nigerian. We all know that nothing will happen to him. Buhari will not fire him or question him, try to know whether he has changed or not. And I'm sure that he doesn't have the decency to resign. So like I said, he said he's no longer a sympathizer of terrorists. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Now, there's no need to abuse anybody in the comment section, please, because I have noticed that his followers, the people that are fighting for him, they've been attacking people everywhere. I'm like, you should not even be seen supporting a possible terrorist. Like, I'm not saying the man is a terrorist or not. But even if you do, even if you support him, it doesn't give you the right to abuse other people that are sharing their opinion about the man. So please share your opinion. Yeah. You don't need to abuse anybody. Now, there's a major lesson in this man's story. Even though he said those things a while back, now they're coming back to haunt him. I think it is very, very important for people to be careful what they say, especially about sensitive issues. Comments that people write on Twitter, on Facebook, about sensitive issues like terrorism, like religious beliefs. Because guess what? It may come back to haunt you someday. The fact that you outrightly say that you celebrate when some people are being killed, that is major. So we all need to be really careful what we say, either in video, audio form, or social media platforms. Let me know what you guys think about this story. You guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So, moving on to Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, we have some exciting news.
Society its headquarters in Accra, Ghana. This is what you get when you demarket your own country.
Are you out of your mind? We're actually trying to talk about something very important. Why are we still talking about? We already talked about this. I don't have time for nonsense.
Most times, exaggerate the challenges the country is facing. And at no time was this better seen as during the NSAS protest. Be patriotic.
Wow. Like, so the NSAS protests, the NSAS protesters, the unpatriotic Nigerians, we are the unpatriotic Nigerians. We are the ones painting Nigeria bad. We are the reason that Twitter went to Ghana instead of Nigeria, the devil is like. By the way, what I don't understand is, what is this man's problem? Like, seriously, apart from the fact that he's a liar, no offense, information minister, but we all know that you are a liar. But apart from the fact that the man is a pathological liar, he's been trying to censor social media in Nigeria for years now. So why is he bothered that Twitter is preferring Ghana to Nigeria? I hope everything is well up here. Like, you cannot be trying to censor social media and at the same time be hating on the fact that Twitter is preferring Ghana to Nigeria. You have to pick one. Does he want social media or not? Anyway, let's talk about what we wanted to talk about before Koyodo were interrupted. Moving on to Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, we have some exciting news. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is now working on producing their own COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, so they're starting a feasibility study. I'm like, what? And they're partnering with Germany to do this. In fact, the German ambassador to Ghana tweeted about this. He said that Germany is supporting Ghana to do a feasibility study on vaccine production in Ghana. Leading global German pharmaceutical companies are also starting cooperation projects. I'm like, how cool is that? This is wonderful. So I was so excited until I noticed that the presidential health advisor, that is Dr. Anthony Nsaya Asari, said that the vaccine would not be ready until 2040. I was like, what? What does that mean? 19 years to come? Anyway, I'm so excited for Ghana. But I hope that we'll no longer be dealing with COVID-19 by 2040. So maybe they should just focus on producing vaccines in general, so that if anything happens, once again, they will be prepared and ready to launch. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm really, really excited for them. So I think maybe what they are trying to tell us in the story is that Ghana is preparing to start launching vaccines in general. They are starting feasibility studies. They want to start working towards 2040. I think I understand that better. But if they want to work on COVID-19 vaccine by 2040, hopefully by then the world has moved on and everybody's healthy and we no longer have COVID-19 by 2040. That is the prayer. Amen. Somebody, let me know what you guys think about this. On that note, I thought it's worthy to mention the fact that Germany has chosen Ghana as their location for West African Center on Global Health. I'm like, what? Ghana is doing big things. My Ghanaian people challenge. Don't worry, I have to be back to Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys are doing well. Everybody is just preferring Ghana to Nigeria. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. Nigerians are not hating. We're not hating you. We're just celebrating with you guys. We're very, very happy for you. You are getting your acts together, and international communities are seeing it, so they are preferring Ghana to Nigeria.
Accra, Ghana is a champion of democracy. It's rule of law in Accra.
Did I not tell you? What is your problem? Sorry guys, you guys not doing much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys have been following, but they've been fighting a major fire outbreak in Cape Town Table Mountain National Park. It started over the weekend, and it's so sad because the fire has grown out of control and has caused millions of dollars worth of damage to buildings in the surrounding areas so far. South Africa has dispatched more than 200 firefighters since the weekend. They've been trying to calm the blaze. They've been trying to fight the fire. But according to them, the fire has grown so big that it has now created its own wind, which makes it even harder for them to fight it. Now, the fire has also generated so much smoke that it makes it impossible to get help from water-carrying aircrafts. We're really, really sad. We're really sad for all the families that have been displaced by this fire, and I really hope that South Africa has something in place to help the families that have been affected by this fire. As a matter of fact, the fire got to the University of Cape Town, and it has destroyed several buildings on that campus. There are several videos surfacing of the fire's true destruction on social media. Yeah, so sad. We'll keep you guys posted on the fire in South Africa. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Zimbabwe, ladies and gentlemen. Zimbabwe, my Zimbabwe. You guys, please move closer, move closer. Even though we criticize their president a lot because he's not doing well. Whenever he does well, though, we will still come here and talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President has released more than 3,000 inmates that committed non-violent crimes. We're like, what? As well as activists, journalists, and opposition leaders that had been arrested.
The country has pardoned and started releasing over 3,000 prisoners under a presidential amnesty. This is being done to decongest the overcrowded prisons amid the coronavirus pandemic.
So they're doing this in order to curb the spread of COVID-19 in prisons. How cool, how amazing. Like, this is really nice. The fact that they will do this, you get what I'm saying? Anyway, so the prisoners were released under an amnesty program made by the president in 2018. Now, this process came to light due to prison overcrowding and fears that COVID-19 could heavily affect those kept in the prison. Even though this is a big step forward for Zimbabwe, others are calling on the government officials to keep doing it. They should just keep going, you know. Human rights investigators commended this latest release of prisoners, and they've also called on the government of Zimbabwe to expand upon their act and just keep going. They said the Zimbabwean authorities should also release those in pre-trial detention for non-violent and lesser offenses, many of whom are political activists whose continued detention is unnecessary and unjustified. So that was said by Dewa Mavhinga, the Southern Africa Director of Human Rights Watch. So hopefully the government of Zimbabwe would listen to this and continue to release prisoners during this time of COVID-19, especially activists, journalists, and opposition leaders that were speaking against the government. So we're so excited about this. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Alright, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you get to subscribe to my channel, I'm watching you on Plasma TV. Press the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.